Okay. This is just off subject. Can you name 3 tragic events that happened or occurred in the last 20 years that you've been affected by? Just 3.
Tragic events. This is going to be one for everybody. We're in historical time right now. I told people we should get journals, like just to keep abreast on how you felt that day, and maybe it'll be something for the grandkids to hear. You know, God grant we make it through it. You know what I mean? Because this is a scary time. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? People dying left and right. But this one, yeah, definitely 2008, 2009 crisis. Even though I wasn't aware of it at the time, I'm aware of it now. You know, and I seen like a lot of people losing jobs and stuff at the time.
Your back history.
Yeah, and it's just that was a big event. And like as far as what's going on right now in the world, man, you got Venezuela, man. Like that's what I'm trying to get people informed about, because hyperinflation, right? Let's talk about inflation a little bit. Inflation is what's going on right now with the dollar. Like the Fed has been printing out trillions of dollars. Just a week ago, they was giving the banks $1 trillion a day just to keep the banks having liquidity. You know what I mean? And this is a lot of money. And this is what people fail to realize. The more money put in circulation, less it's worth. So right now, I look at other countries and learn from them. So in Venezuela, their inflation went up 10 million%. Can you imagine timing the price of eggs times 10 million?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like that's insane. So that's what's going on over there. I mean, it's so bad over there. They was breaking in zoos, killing animals for meat and stuff. You know what I mean? The lines to the grocery store was miles and miles long.
That's wicked.
Like our grocery stores, we kind of joking on that a little bit now because they got the little distancing thing in there now and stuff like that. But it's gonna get to a point, if this continues, like we might be in those same predicaments. You know what I mean? Having miles and miles of lines, and then you get limited on what you can buy. You know what I mean? In Venezuela, they limit on how much milk they can buy.
Well, that's taking place here right now.
Yeah. So
I mean, with the tissue, the toilet paper, it's been a big deal. Really can't stay on the shelves. The Lysol.
That's crazy. It's
the meats in general.
It's hyperinflation, man, and that's my biggest issue with what's going on, because it's already been happening before the pandemic, but now it's got amplified. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
It's amplified now, and
I've never seen anything like it, to be honest.
And I don't think it's not over yet. It's supposed to be on lockdown for another 2 months. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
June 10th.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
So how is that gonna change or make anything better before then and now? You know what I mean?
Right. So do you feel like we're being robbed right now in the midst, or like, okay, so
we're being robbed of our wealth, and we're being robbed by our purchasing power. But like I said, the more money you put in circulation, less it's worth. So with them putting out trillions of dollars, at first the U.S. used to get away with it because we are the world's dollar, meaning that any country abroad, they had to have dollars in their reserves in order to do business with different countries.
Okay.
So we was able to export our inflation to different countries. Now with them printing all this, so the other countries start catching on to this just as of lately, and they start dumping the U.S. dollars. When I say dumping them, not holding their reserves anymore and sending the dollars back to the United States. That's what causes inflation to creep up and get higher and higher. Now we're printing all these trillions of dollars out here at home, so we're gonna see it happen quickly than we did before.
Yes, like never before.
So basically they're robbing us of our purchasing power, because even minimum wage was at $7 for a decade. So if inflation goes up 2% and you're getting the same minimum wage as $7.25, if it doesn't change, you're getting a 2% loss every year compounded. You know what I mean? 2%, 2% every year. So you're at a loss. You know what I mean? So all that stuff is gonna have to increase. But the ultimate thing is people need to understand is that it's killing the purchasing power, it's killing the dollar, and we're gonna have to transfer our wealth now, or we're gonna be poor. It's not gonna be any middle. It's not gonna be any middle class anymore. You're either gonna have it or you're not gonna have it. The have and the have-nots.
And that's really what's going on right now. They either want you to be rich or poor. There's no in the middle.
Yeah, it's not.
So how would the average person protect themselves right now? Just the average person.
They're gonna have to possess hard assets, physical gold and silver. Physical gold and silver is gonna be
hard assets.
Hard assets. Physical gold and silver. Like I said, 1 ounce of silver is around $20, and 1 ounce of gold is about $1,600, around $1,600.
Wow. But do you have any silver or gold on
hand? I got a silver on. I got an ounce of silver on me. So
let me check it out.
what I recommend people buy is American Silver Eagles.
Okay.
It's because it's more reputable. It's made by the U.S. Mint, and it's like basically our dollar with coins. You know, you got Canadian maple. Canadian
This
got their
look
own
like a
coin,
silver dollar,
but
pretty much.
yeah.
So how much would something like this cost?
$20.
$20. Yeah. And then how much is it worth?
So it's worth $20 right now, but it's gonna be right now the price of silver has been manipulated, and we've already said this before a long time.
Okay.
And now banks are finally getting in trouble for manipulating the price because they don't want the price of gold and silver to go up because it make the economy look bad. So what banks do is like buying a flat screen TV, right? At first, nobody was buying flat screen TVs at first, so the price was what $1,000 a TV.
Yes.
So then when everybody started going to buy them,
drastically,
when everybody started going to buy
them, flat screen for $100.
Yeah, exactly. So same thing. So when the price started going down, I mean, when people started buying them, the price go down. So that's what the banks was doing. They was throwing money at the silver so they can kill the price. You know what I mean? So, but now they're getting caught for manipulation for it, and the same thing that's happening right now is still manipulated. It's down a huge percentage. Like I said, the historical ratio is 1-16, and right now is 1-124. So silver is the better buy over gold.
So do you have any websites or links that you can provide?
Yeah, I get mine from goldandsilver.com, which is Mike Maloney. He's the advisor of Rich Dad Poor Dad. He has a great page. But I buy mine offline, but I tell people they should buy it from local coin shops. Because at a local coin shop, you know, you can skip shipping and handling. Right. Which is, you know, this thing is kind of heavy depending on how many ounces you get. And then also, you can sometimes cut taxes because if you pay with cash, you don't have to pay taxes sometimes.
So how do you know if it's authentic or not, though? Like, what? Yeah. How do you?
Well, if it's a coin shop, they have to be reputable. I got some coin shops to where in order to you have to have a great standing in order to be selling physical gold and silver. Okay. So the coin shops, they're reputable. There's one called Dominion Coins in Western Branch. There's another one called Silver Eagles out in Haven, out in the Virginia area.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I heard of the Silver Eagles. So yeah. I have to check that out.
Yeah. So these are more reputable. I tell people to buy these. I mean, it's $20, man. I mean, so, and like I said, I think the price is it's gonna skyrocket soon.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what do you foresee? The economically, what do you foresee moving forth?
I see them killing the dollar, massive inflation. I'm talking about $30 eggs. You know, I foresee us going to
$30 eggs.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy. I foresee us going to a cryptocurrency. Okay. Because they have to leave the dollar. There's no way they can print out all this cash and stay with the dollar because they're actually killing it, putting too much in circulation. And it's gonna be just like Venezuela, how people making freaking bags with money. You know what I mean? Like they had this one young lady was rolling up bags and selling the bags more than what the money would cost.
So the cryptocurrency, is that worth more than $1 or exactly like? Can you go a little bit in depth with that?
Yeah, so cryptocurrency, I have a bittersweet relationship with cryptocurrency. Okay. So at first, the original idea of cryptocurrency was to get outside the banking system, but now it's kind of like being accepted through the government. Okay. You know, so at first it was a way for us to get outside the government and get outside of this fractional reserve banking. You know, for every dollar you put in the bank, they can print out 12 times that amount and lend that type of money out to different businesses and investors and basically gamble with your money. You know, so the whole purpose of that was a good idea, you know, to get outside of the banking system. But now it seems that the government got a hold on it to where they're going to try to use it for their benefit because it lets you transfer money faster. You know, sometimes you put money in the bank and take 3 days to process. Right. So this is instantly. You know what I mean? So Bitcoin right now, which is it's the largest one in cryptocurrency, it's around $6,000. So if they go to a digital currency, a lot of money from Wall Street and everywhere else, banks and everything, is going to funnel into cryptocurrency. And you can interchange these cryptocurrencies. Just because you buy Bitcoin, you can transfer that over into the digital currency that the Federal Reserve is going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you buy one coin doesn't mean you can't transfer it to another coin.
Okay, so they're transferable.
Yeah, but the only thing about cryptocurrency is, guess what?
What?
It's a currency. Just like the dollar. Currency. It's not backed by nothing.
It's not backed.
It's not backed by nothing. The reason that we had dollars today was because it was backed by something. That was gold and silver. We would never have the U.S. dollar if it wasn't for gold and silver.
Jay, you really been educating us, for a while about the dollar dying.
Yeah.
And now they're telling us to stay in the house. Don't go to work.
Still pay
Somebody
your bills.
still pay your bills. I mean, everybody want their money right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they are doing some deferred payments here and there, but to me, you're just going more in depth.
It is. And you know what? That's what was going on before this happened. We had record highs in tuition. We had record highs in car loans. We had record highs in freaking household debt. You know what I mean? You got the world record highs in freaking the United States owed in 23 trillion and counting. I know telling we owe now. We're probably going to owe 30 next week the way they print out money. You know what I mean? You talking about 30 trillion. There's no way we're going to be able to pay that money back. So this was already happening. You know what I mean? There's no way we was going to pay that $22 trillion back.
No way possible.
So now they're making it bit harder for them to lay in. And they keep running from it. Imagine having a credit card that you max out and they just keep increasing it.
Right.
That's what the U.S. is doing. They running with it. They got a freaking credit card that they have. They just keep increasing it every time they need more money. You know, but they think they have to. But it's gonna be. They can't do this without any repercussions. You know what I mean? They think they just print money without any repercussions. They're foolish. You know what I mean? And I know they're not dumb because they talking about this digital currency now. And at first, the government hated cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? They end up establishing their own exchange, which is called Coinbase, that a lot of people use.
Okay.
You know, but at first they didn't even have that. You know what I mean? So they're kind of late adapters to this. You know,
late bloomers.
Yeah, but they want to go to a cashless society, man. They want to go to a cashless society, but ultimately they're gonna have to go back to physical gold and silver. That's what I want us to understand. Like, I don't want us to keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
Right.
You know what I mean? If this currency died, what's gonna stop this currency from dying?
Okay.
You know what I mean? From not dying. Like, it's the same thing is gonna happen. You know what I mean? You have to have something that's solid in assets. Like, you can't just print silver out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? This comes from the earth. It has intrinsic value. It comes from the earth's surface, just like gold. You get what I'm saying? It happened during the supernova. You know, you got to dig deep in the earth's surface and to get this type of metals out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So are you able to track gold and silver? So like for you instance, like are they able? You know, you have bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So where would you go invest where would you put your gold and silver at? Like,
this is the thing, man. Like, what would you do before you had a bank account?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you will have
so
your
they can't track gold and silver.
No, they can't.
Okay.
They can't unless you report it.
Okay.
You know, during the consensus they just did. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, they can't. So one thing that happened before in history too, Amber, that a lot of people ask questions about is that what if they confiscate silver? You know, that potentially can happen because they did it once before during the Great Depression when they was broke again, like we broke now. So that's another scare that can happen. But guess what? You have leverage.
Okay.
They have
leverage
to give you,
is a big deal.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, having leverage,
Mm-hmm.
having something. You know what I'm saying? You have something to work with. You know what I mean? So even if that does happen, they have to pay you whatever dollar that is, and you still have wealth. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good problem to have, is what I'm trying to say.
A good problem.
Yeah.
So Jay, what's the end game when it comes down to the silver and gold?
Good question. So I mean, you gonna know when to sell. I mean, you gonna know when to sell because it's gonna hit astronomical prices, and you gonna know when to do so. And other than that, on the opposite end of this, like, what you trying to do now is buy the least value asset, right?
The least value.
The least value asset. This asset is highly undervalued. So
it's undervalued.
It's undervalued.
Let me check it out again.
So once gold and silver skyrocket and go to their correct prices, then you're gonna see housing prices crash. So that's when you want to transfer your assets. You know, right now, the housing market is at record highs. 75% of houses in the United States are outpriced from medium incomes, from people in America. Like 75% of medium income makers, they can't afford houses in 70% of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand.
Houses are overpriced. So these are undervalued. So they're going to eventually switch. When they do, that's when you go to the real estate and you get rid of the silver.
Okay.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
You have the product
so that's the end
you
game.
don't have to. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you had 1 million people in front of you right now, What would you tell them?
Buy gold and silver.
That's it.
It's simple. I mean, it
buy
sounds,
gold and silver.
but it's
organic money.
What you're doing is transferring it. You know what I mean? And,
okay.
And I want them to see what the rich people are doing. Like I post this on my page, like how much gold these rich people are buying, how much they're invested in it. You know what I mean? I'm not with paper, gold, and silver at all. All right,
okay.
Because this for this reason. For every contract of paper gold, it's 300 people staking that same claim to it. So, cause they can't get it shipped to their house, you know what I'm saying? But then you have people who already whistleblowing on this and said that their numbers, cause they got numbers on their gold and everything. Okay. Their numbers wasn't adding up to what was supposed to be on their account. They got their gold, but it was a different serial number.
So basically, you're saying that people are purchasing gold and silver offline, but they're not physically receiving it.
So they are receiving it. But they don't have the same serial numbers they're supposed to have.
Okay.
It's supposed to be. You know
what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
As far as
So they getting it, but it's not the same one that was on their account. They don't have the same numbers. But ultimately, for every 1 ounce, it's 300 people sticking the same claim. So everybody's not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 299 people that don't get it out of 300.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why I don't mess with paper, gold, or silver. I'm talking about physical, something you can hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would go the physical route as well.
Yeah, like right now, like. We can't even go nowhere. Well, you can't go to the bank, and the bank shut down. You can't even run to the bank and get your money out because they got us on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to think about that too.
So when it comes to the coins, the gold and silver coins, what's the difference between a coin that was made in 1920 and then a coin that was created in 2020? Is it a value?
If it's silver, silver, it's silver.
Silver is silver.
Yeah, but to add to that, any coin, $1, $50, quarter, and a dime, made from 1964 and back, are made with 90% silver.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's another point for people who don't have much money.
Okay.
And they got a piggy bank. Run through your piggy bank and see if you can find any coins, any quarters from 64 and back. They got 90% silver.
I'm gonna have to do that myself.
Yeah. So that's another way that you can get assets and not have enough money to buy. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You might already have, don't even know it.
Right.
Even your computers, like you got any old computers, keep your computers like open side them motherboards. You know what I mean? It's a lot of gold and silver in there. You know what I mean? It's kind of a pain to contract all that stuff out, but it's like $22 billion gets lost in gold every year from electronics. They just throw it away.
Billion.
$22 billion. So that's another business proposition. You know what I mean? Like I'm just giving you people different ways, and I post this on my page too. You know what I mean? So I just give people different ways they can do things. You know?
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay. So how can the people contact you? Like, you know, how can they directly get your day-to-day information? I mean, that's what it's about right now. If you ask me, it's all about just staying in tune with what's going on, sharing your information and knowledge, and just be willing to accept and be new to what's going on, because this has never happened before. So how can they stay in tune with what Organic Money has going on?
They have to follow my page on Instagram. I got an Instagram page. It's called organic_money.
Okay.
And every day I post, you know, the latest and greatest as far as concerning the financial news. You know, I used the platform at first to try to like warn people. So it's a lot of articles, but it's not good news. So that kind of shocked people away because people didn't believe what I was saying. So I had to kind of like show them this is what's happening. So now even with this happening, I still keep people updated so that they can make the proper moves. You get what I'm saying? Like if we know what's going on, we can better position ourselves. That's what I'm all about. Like black people, man, especially us, we at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my people to be the ones that get hurt the most. And that's what I foreseen. That's why I started the movement, so that we can have the knowledge that we need in order to put ourselves in position.
Yeah.
You know, and we talking about generational wealth right here, Amber. Like I'm talking about this can be life-changing money for families to come for generations.
Absolutely.
If we do what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We just got to take advantage of it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything you want to leave with the people before we close out?
No, they can follow me at, like I said, on Instagram _organic_money. They also have a Facebook page, Organic Money. And they can just stay tuned in, man. You know, buy some merch. You know what I mean? You support the movement. You know, that help out big time. And
that quality.
Stay tuned in. Yeah,
good quality.
Join the movement, man. Buy you some gold and silver, man. Thank me later. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Jay Whitaker, Amber Hurley. Much more to come, y'all. Stay tuned, okay?